make the... And that's a big accident for Benetton there. Maybe Jean Alesi. Let's have a think. I think it probably looks worse than it is.
Well, it is Jean Alesi because we moved to him from Gerhard Berger, and that's the car finished for this session. And thankfully you can see that Jean Alesi, I'm perfectly all right, thank you, just leave me alone and let me get on with it. I'm fed up to the back teeth with what's happened, and I just want to walk away and commune with myself, because Jean has gone off again. He's got a bit of a reputation this year for being a bit wild and headstrong, and they've got to stop the session to recover the car, with Jacques Villeneuve now still in this provisional pole position with 17 minutes of the session to go. Hopefully it won't take too long to recover the car. They've got heavy duty trucks with cranes on the back of them which will just lift the car off. You can see how fed up he is, because now his time is frozen at 1 minute 21.529, third fastest. So it puts Damon Hill in a good position to improve and at least move up into third on the grid. But Hill's time, and amazingly the camera on Alesi's car is still working, the one on top of the roll hoop. But even if Damon moves ahead of Alesi, he's still going to be 0.3 of a second behind Villeneuve and Schumacher, and that is a heck of a lot to improve. When I remind you that this morning 0.9 of a second covered the first 10 fastest in the session which preceded this qualifying one.
Now I think that is into turn 3 there, and I think in fact the accident looks a lot worse than it is. The real reason for the devastation is the fact that Alesi's Benetton has spun around. He's probably, let's have a look, here we are, it is indeed into turn 3. Oh, that's interesting. He brakes, he loses the back end, and it comes around and spins to the left. He's going into the tyre wall, which will happen any minute. There it is. Now that could have been very nasty. Look at his hand on the side of his head there. Now this may well be a situation in which the new cockpit regulations with those thick, higher sides really have played a significant, major, potentially life-saving role for Alesi, because those tyres, when you hit them as he probably did at about 60 miles an hour sideways, that's the speed that the car may have been doing by the time that it had finished spinning, is still more than enough to cause quite an injury there. But it's the tyres being thrown around that has really caused all the mayhem. I suspect the car's damage itself is not a great deal.